I shit you not, they made a second one. Because obviously the first one sold so well, they decided, hey, we'll make another one. Sure, why not? Greetings everyone, and welcome back to yet again another video. This is going to be a follow-up to a video that I'd done about a year ago, maybe a little bit more or something. The card is up there if you want to check it out. It's not quite up to s'mores quality per se, but it's an okay video, I guess. But for some reason YouTube started recommending it to everyone and the video got popular. So I went, I wonder if they made a second one. And they did. Servo made a second phone pen, because the first one done so well, they decided, well, that idiot over in Australia has made us a bit of money, so let's go ahead and make a second one. But what could they have possibly improved on the second model to make it better than the first one? So for 40 Australian dollars, or probably like 32 US, maybe 28 US, I don't know, it's just a guesstimate, I was able to get my mini pen, cell phone, GSM, dual SIM, camera, flashlight, Bluetooth, mobile phone. Now I don't want to spoil too much of the listing, but I will just quickly read what it says in the features section here, that it's used as a Bluetooth earphone for making a call, listen to music, you can take pictures. Fair. HD sound for high fidelity music and clear speech. You can begin enjoying high quality HD sound instantly. Magic voice changing, men, woman, child. Oh, it's optional. It's optional. Bluetooth dialer, long press 0 to enter Bluetooth mode, sync contacts, dual SIM cards, dual standby with a 0.3 megapixel camera. Oh boy. Resolution 80 by 160p. Didn't the other one do 640 by 480p? I'm not too sure. Long press 1 to enter recording function. Issei to carry. You can hang it around your neck with a string. It's not easy to lose, considering the size of the last one. I don't think you'll be losing this anytime soon. Mobile phone that can be written. This is a cool 2-in-1 design of ballpoint pen and mobile phone which can make you outstanding in any occasion. Refill can be replaced. The screen size is 0.96 inch. Standby time is 200 hours. The body color is black, red and silver. I can't remember what I've ordered. And the appearance is a 3-in-1 mobile phone plus fan plus pen creative mobile phone. Yeah. It's got a built-in fan. The package includes a phone, a cable, a rope, as known as a noose if it's that bad, 2 ballpoint pens, and 1 user manual. I'll leave a link in the description below for the actual listing that I purchased this one off. I'm pretty sure there's a billion of them on eBay right now, so just Google pen phone and it comes straight up anyways. So taking 19 days from China, I bought this on February 1st, and it did say that deliveries from China are going to be delayed, but surprisingly enough, it's arrived right on where eBay said the estimated delivery is going to be. I just thought with the whole coronavirus thing going on, I wouldn't actually get this at all. Well, here it is. I'm fine. All right, let's take our version 2 pen phone out of its garbage bag carcass. Oh man, the box looks different. I'm pretty sure you all remember what the old box looks like. Okay, in a protective bubble wrap bag. It's okay, out you come. Don't be scared. Alrighty, here we go. Oh my god. I'm very sorry that this looks so horrible on camera, but the box is... Let me show you the other one. Exactly like the old one. Holy moly, that is going to get you high really quickly if you look at that for too long. My god, my eyes already hurt. But we can already see that the pen is there. I ordered red. Did I order red? I did order red. Why did I not order another color? Why did I order red? Okay. Anyways, we have here the Servo K08. The previous one was a K07. They've just bumped it up a number. I wonder where the other 6 are, but that's okay. On the front here, we do have the most important features, like the electric fan, photography, recording, MP3, MP4, and pen. Because, you know, most importantly, it's a pen phone. We have a barcode on the side here, which doesn't really tell us much information, I don't think. No, nothing looks out of the ordinary there. Going to the back here. Oh, Jesus Christ, how am I going to show this? Not only a pen, but a fan or a mobile phone. Yep. I can't wait to test that. They sat in an office and went, alright, we've made this pen phone. It's really popular. Popular in quotations. We need to make a second one because the first one has appealed to a large audience. What possible features could we put on the second one? Let's stick a fan on there. That's a good idea. Let's stick a fan on there. Why? Out of every feature you could put, a fan. It's already bad taking this thing out in public because of the design of it looking like a certain accessory. When you pull it apart and it's got a fan built inside of it, Oh my god, people are going to look at you so weird. Oh god, how do we even? It's a Bluetooth phone and dialer, 0.96 inches with length only, weight 43 grams. It's got a 1100 milliamp hour battery. It's got a special OLED display. Ooh. Dual SIM and memory card supported, made in China. Of course you are. So yeah, that's basically what it looks like, and you can't really see it. I really need to get it out of this box because the camera and everything is just having a spaz. Okay, inside said box we get said pen phone. I was going to say, how the hell did that get there? That's alright, magic. We get a USB cable, which is absolutely tiny, but I guess it gets the job done. We have an instruction manual and all the tips just thrown in there. The unboxing experience on the previous one was actually better than this one because everything was like nicely foamed in and stuff. Also, here's our noose. That's quite a big noose actually. Feel free walking around in public with this around your neck and the pen phone dangling off it. That's going to look good. And finally, we have the battery, which is actually like a decent size compared to the previous one, which is the size of a Tic Tac. There you go. There it is, 1100 milliamp hours, and yeah, it looks all ordinary there. All right. And of course, we get the user manual, which says short press to take a photo, long press the tape, long press the Bluetooth, and all that sort of stuff. I believe I remember most of the functions from the previous one, and I kind of had troubles the last time getting the back cover off, so maybe I should look here first before I do anything. That should be fine. If I have any issues, I'll refer to it later. The pen phone. Oh, the IMEI info. There it is. I was wondering where that got to. All the IMEI info, which they never stick on the box. They just decide to put it inside one of the bags. That's okay. Here it is. Here is the second iteration of... Oh, I see what they've done. They've actually included a tip this time. Ah, there you go. Because the previous one only had one end. So you could only do one at a time sort of thing. Like that. So then you'd have that exposed. But with this one, you now have two. And now I'm going to quickly point out here. It is certainly bigger than expected. That's what she said. The screen size is about the same. Yeah, it's about the same. The servo branding's up the top on that one. The servo branding's just, yeah, okay. But we have shortcuts for the camera, music, and the fan. Can't wait to get to that. You got two option keys here. The 4-way, 2-way, we'll see in a second. Call and our numeric keypad. So we have our earpiece here, and I think what looks like, is that another speaker or something like that? I'm not too sure. We're going to tear this down anyways. And on the back of the device, we have our only camera on this, which is the 0.3 megapixel one. I'm going to just give you guys a minute to just have a look and tell me what this immediately reminds you of. Because, I mean, you guys said that reminded you of something. So that's going to remind you of something that's just a little bit bigger. But anyways, taking that off, we don't have a pen tip in. We will take this here off. And here is the guts of our Servo K08 pen with the dual IMEIs, the micro SD card slot, and 2 nano SIMs. This is a 2G only device, so I cannot test it here in Australia because we do not have the 2G network operating anymore, so I can't do that, unfortunately. However, I will put one in here for the whole sake of it. Okay, with a nano SIM and micro SD card slot in here, we'll just peel off the protective tape of the battery and go ahead and stick that in like a AA battery. It's probably like 2 AAA batteries like fused together in there, but we'll see. There's a reason I haven't taken the top off yet. We'll get to that. I just want to see if it has any juice, if it powers on. Oh, yep, it works for sure. Does it look exactly the same as the previous one? Yes, it does. Exactly the same. The Windows XP wallpaper and everything. And unfortunately, no service. Which, that was to be expected because it's only 2G anyways. Okay, let's do this. Oh boy. Oh my god. This is going to keep me cool in Australia's heat. So beforehand, when you all thought that it looked like something, this just gives it a little bit of an extra touch, if you kind of get what I mean. What are they trying to do here? Are they trying to make a pen phone? Or are they trying to make something completely... Why the hell does it have a fan built onto it? That doesn't do anything. It doesn't even blow the piece of paper. It doesn't even... This is the most effective fan in the world. Okay, so it doesn't suck, it blows. I've had my fun now. And that's it. The little fan plates all just go down, and then you just go ahead and ta-da. We need to put a pen tip in it also. Okay, just taking the top off and just putting the pen tip in. There you go. And these do in fact work with the previous gen pen phone. And for everyone, the random hole at the top is in fact actually for another pen tip. And then you just do that, and there you go. So that's what the random hole was for on the previous one. Okay, another test is also holding this pen phone and testing to see I assume that works. It's a pen phone. I couldn't imagine using this for any more than a couple of minutes to use as an actual pen, because it's just so uncomfortable to hold because it's pretty thick. That should be the thumbnail there. S'MOOREZ reviews a pen phone version 2. Why? I don't know. We now have a lid that we can stick back on here, so then we can not get ink all over ourselves like last time. And let's go in and test the phone and see what it does. Well, we can't really test the phone because, well, as I said, 2G network's gone, but we can test most of the features on here anyways. Now, because we are dealing with such a tiny screen on this device, it's going to be very hard to film a lot of this sort of stuff, but I'll try my absolute hardest. The keys are a little bit bigger than the previous gen, so you're not going to be pressing them all at once. They're a little bit more spaced out, so I should be able to use this with relative ease. I was looking around the pen thinking, where's the micro USB port? Just at the side. So that's more convenient than having, you know, the one at the top here. So that's kind of good. And the glass as well, or the plastic that's over the screen, is got this curved effect. So once you start turning it, has that weirdo effect going on. Once I tear it down, I want to actually see what the screen looks like. But yeah, all right, let's go ahead and see what we have in menu here. All right, so we have phone book, call center, messaging, multimedia, which you just seen in a flash, organizer, settings, Bluetooth dialer, phone book, call center, messaging. We're going in a loop here. We'll go straight to settings. Let's have a look and see what we've got here. Profiles. Yes, you can change profiles. Phone settings. It's basically the same as the previous one. Now, a lot of you guys also said put a Java application on my SD card and then try to install it via File Manager and see if it plays Java games, because holy moly, if it does, that'd be so funny. So we'll test that as well. We've got a couple of things to test. Oh, we can change the wallpaper. I didn't check that on the previous one, did I? It appears that there's only one wallpaper actually built into the device anyways. Judging by the lights on the D-pad there, yeah, it's definitely a four-way directional pad. So there you go. Into security here. Yeah, nothing new. Network. Can't change anything, unfortunately, and same with the dual SIM. Connectivity, Bluetooth. We can try that as well. Restore factory settings. No, we won't do that just yet. That's pretty basic. Phone book, call center, messaging, multimedia. Obviously, we'll come into multimedia here. So there's the file manager, which only comes up with phone, so it hasn't detected my SD card again. So that's okay. I'll fix that soon. Camera. There it is. Aha, we can change things, just like the previous one, I believe. Anti-flicker, 60 hertz, white balance. Yep, 80 by 160 is the image size. But we can bump it up to 640 by 480. That's what I want to see. Low, normal, and good. Good. See what video comes up with. I want to see the resolution of the video. If that's going to be like extreme potato quality. Video quality. Sharing, normal, good, and high. High. Alright, well, I'm going to splice in some photos of the potato quality pen phone. And we'll continue on the review. Okay, testing the recording quality of the Servo K08 pen phone, the version 2 of the pen phone. I don't think the quality is going to be 4K at 60 FPS, but you know, it works. It's a little camera built into a pen. Obviously no autofocus or anything of that sort. still can't decide his name. I don't know what to call him. What do I call him? Just trying to pick up any little details on the flowers, but I don't think it's going to pick up anything. I've only just realised now that there's like screen protectors on this thing. Didn't even know when recording, but anyways. This is at 640 by 480, I believe. Nothing special. It's a camera on a pen, and we still need to name this guy. I don't know what his name is. Just trying to go. Oh shit! There's a bee in there. There's a bee. There's several bees in my lemon tree, and I almost got stung. That's fantastic. It's like 1 FPS. If that. It's really struggling. I haven't done the camera test as of yet, but I assume it's going to be on par with the previous one. I don't think they would have changed anything, to be honest. Now, another thing that the previous one done is the FM radio. I just switched this on and it worked straight away. So we'll see if this... The last one, I could just play FM radio. This one, you have to plug in headphones. Well, it didn't include any headphones in the box, so... Thanks, guys. Version 1 was better. It sucks. It really does. So it doesn't play actual video, but it plays sound in the video. Good luck watching a movie on this thing. And here is a picture of a wonderful selfie of me that I done quite a while ago. Hope you all enjoyed that. So the display is basically the same as the previous one. It's pretty much unusable. I mean, look, it's kind of clear for the size that it is. Once again, I'm going to deem this as a pure novelty, but for the most part, it does work. The buttons, on the other hand, I'm getting a little bit iffy with. I'm trying to just go, okay, well, let's just try using this. But it's just really hard to sort of try and get used to this 4-way directional pad. It's just really weird because there's no sort of grooves or anything. You've only got the lip around that button there. And so, it's just, I don't know, it's a bit weird to use. The other buttons are okay, but the D-pad's just iffy. Whereas the other one was just like straight up, down, up, down, up, down. It's not that bad, but this one's kind of like, yeah, strange. Just a side note, I'm just putting some stuff onto the pen phone now, so I've got the USB connected. The internal storage says it's 7 kilobytes. That took me a little bit longer than expected, but I now have BFG Division copied to the memory card in some weirdo location that this phone only recognizes. So let's go ahead and do the speaker test and see how loud this thing is. Alright, we got to 95.3 decibels, which is louder than the $2 flea market phone. The speaker is not the greatest, but for, you know, the size of this device, it's not too bad. Okay, now moving on to something else. I've got Bluetooth on, so I'm going to connect the phone up to this. We're going to see if we can play music over Bluetooth. I'm pretty sure you can, but I just want to double check. Okay, so I've got my iPhone connected, and as we can see here, I can just go ahead and change it whichever way I want to. And you can basically just control it from here. You can just press next and you can just do that. And you can change songs and stuff. So yeah, it does work. Okay, so yes, you can use the pen phone to connect your main phone to it to play music. Because if you didn't want to play music through your actual phone itself, you can play through the pen phone at a reduced volume. That makes complete sense. Now, while you can't really see the screen right now, if I was to dial 1234 and then press call, and then choose Bluetooth call, you can call from said iPhone. So instead of actually holding your main phone per se and dialing a number, you can dial it on this if you wanted to. While driving, just have that docked and just pull out the pen phone and go, yeah, okay. And cops drive past and go, what the hell are they playing with? Okay, that's fair. So honestly, I'm not sure why this functions as a Bluetooth device, but it does. I don't know, what other functions can you possibly do with that? You can do file transfer, obviously, but then that's it. What else can you possibly do? Instead of just using your actual phone, you can do stuff via this. Hey, whatever works. Now I also forgot to mention the shortcut buttons at the top. They do work. I've been using the music one. You just sort of press and hold and music comes up, like so. Same with photos. Camera works. And then the fan. So now I want to see what happens if I power on the fan with the lid on it. Fan open. But then you just surprise everyone and go, surprise, motherfucker! Hey, so what else is there to test on this thing that I haven't covered yet? Let's just try audio recording, actually.
Hello, this is recording from the pen phone. I hope you work.
Okay, well the sound recorder works, so that's good. Otherwise, look, there isn't a lot going on. It sucks that the FM radio doesn't actually function as an FM radio, because you have to plug headphones in, which there's no headphone jack on here as far as I can tell. So that does suck. The previous model, you could just write and let the FM radio play. I think it's finally time that we tried games on here, because there's no built-in games. So a lot of you guys did mention in the comments for the previous video, why don't you try a Java application on here? Put it on the memory card, install it via File Manager, and see what happens. So that's exactly what I'm going to do, except I just can't remember where I've put them now. So to break into an archive from 2006 to get out some Java games that I had saved from many phones ago. So I'm going to see what happens if I go to open one. So let's just try this one. Okay, well that doesn't look like it's going to work. Send. Delete, copy, move, details, 2003, Jesus. No, it doesn't look like it. There's no actual games built into the unit, so that's a start, but I can't install any of the other ones here. It was nice that you guys suggested it, because, you know, I'm always willing to try new things on different devices just to see if it does work, and unfortunately, games don't work. Maybe on some other ones that I have tried, I'll try it again, but for now, Java games don't work on the pen phone. Would have been cool though. The one thing I completely forgot to do was go into Organizer. Now the magic voice here, I can't do anything because I can't make calls from this, and I can't call it, so I can't test the magic voice. I understand that we have to move on with technology, but why did they shut the 2G network down here? Come on, man. It would have been cool. Anyways, you can open a calendar, and good luck with trying to see what's going on there, but yeah, you've got a calendar built in. The alarm clock, you can wake up to this buzzing every morning. Calculator, yes, you can use a calculator on this. So we do have a couple more Bluetooth settings here, so like remote notifier. So obviously notifications from this appear on iPhone, and iPhone notifications appear on this. Remote capture. Oh, you could probably use this as a button to press for your iPhone or Android device to use this as a camera function. So that's kind of cool, but you have to install an app on the device for it to work. And then of course, fan. That's it. That's all it does. And then fan close. I have tested everything that I possibly can think of on this device. Did I mention that it has a blue backlight on a red phone? Because that was the color I chose. So what I think I'm going to do now is I'm going to tear this device apart, because I think it's time for that. I'm trying to think of any other features that I possibly have missed. Let me know down in the comments if I have missed anything testing on this device, but I don't think I have. I think I've basically checked everything. All right, let's go ahead and switch this device off. Good old Servo. Hey Servo, hit me up. If you want to send me some more weirdo devices, feel free. I like these. Now I've even went through the manual here, which is in Chinese on that side. I've went through the manual here and had a look, and it doesn't seem like there's anything else I'm missing. As I've pretty much said, it is just a novelty device. It's not meant to be taken seriously, of course. I mean, it's a ridiculously thick pen phone that has a camera and it has a fan built into it. Sure, why not? So let's go ahead, tear it apart, and see if we can find anything else that's different on this thing. Actually, I might, yeah, I'll take that off. Take everything off. So from what I can see, there's two screws here, and two screws into the fan. So I'm going to go ahead and take all these out, and we'll see what we can see. I actually really want to know the specifications of this thing. I want to know what RAM it has, what CPU it has. Probably, obviously nothing special, but it'd be just interesting to know. And the only way to kind of do that is to tear it down and, yeah, rip the shielding off to find out. Alright, with all the screws taken out, I think we just bust open the casing and that's it, I think. Okay, and releasing the housing, we can pretty much just take everything off now. And now we're in the guts. Okay, starting off with the little fan here. You can see that it's just a motor that's just stuck into the plastic there. And kind of there's some adhesive left over, but there's just two little wires that will obviously run straight into the motherboard. And we have our speaker here as well, which should double as the actual earpiece, but I'm not too sure. We'll have to take that out. We have our little tiny itty bitty camera, our 0.3 megapixel one. And then we have the motherboard and all that sort of stuff just there. So I'm going to take this out of the frame and continue having a squiz at this thing. Just pulling up releases the fan from the housing because there's just a bit of glue there. So that'll just stick back down. Geez, they used a lot of glue, didn't they? Or adhesive, whatever. Alright, so now we pop this out of said frame. Do we? Yes, we do. Alright, and confirming everything, yes, it is a 4-way D-pad, which is cool. So here's a bit of a strange one with the front plastic here. If you just move something along the back there, it's actually backwards. I wonder if the screen is backwards. And then this mirrors it. Experiment. There we go. It's finally on. Oh, there you go. It's pretty bright. So, no, this screen's not mirrored. I get it. I've just worked it out. It's a magnifier. That's what it does. It basically just magnifies the screen size so then you can see it a little bit more clearer. That's the whole thing. Just my stupid brain didn't catch onto it that fast. Okay, that's fair. But the tiny, tiny little display there, and you can see the manufacturer of the screen just there. It is a Minfang screen by EPTE Electronic or something like that. I can't really see it. It's absolutely tiny. But that screen is probably an OLED display. It's ridiculously thin because that there is foam going underneath it to sit on the frame properly. But I would say that's an OLED display. I don't know, you guys can tell me in the comments there. It doesn't really have that blue shine to it. But yeah, we can see all our keys there. All good. And then flipping over, it's pretty much everything that we've seen before. So there's nothing really here. The camera is just soldered straight down. That there has a code. And I was right, the speaker here doubles as the earpiece as well. So there's not two speakers, it is just one, and that sort of has the sound blasting that away. That's why there was an open grill at the front of the phone as well as the back of the phone, because the speaker doubles sort of both ways. So that kind of makes sense. Our battery terminals and all that sort of stuff is just built into this little unit here. But I'd say what we want to see is underneath this. So I'm going to crack this off and we're going to see what's underneath it. So after a lot of tugging and struggling to try and get that off, I have finally gotten it off, and I think I may have broken the PCB in the process, but hopefully it still all works. But we have a MediaTek MT6261DA. As far as I can see, it is really, really, really tiny. I'll Google the numbers on the chips here and splice them into the end of the video. But yeah, look, it's not a very interesting device. Like teardown wise, it's pretty simple, straightforward and stuff. I just hope it works since I ripped the shielding off. All right, things back together. Let's see if it works. And it does. Successful teardown has been successful. Okay, so for all you interested people, here is the specifications here of the device if you would like to pause and read all of them. It's nothing special, but that's what you're getting for $40 Australian or 30 US or something around that figure. So in terms of both of these, I prefer the version 1. A, it's smaller. B, you can listen to the FM radio while you're riding and doing stuff. And C, it was, I don't know, more minimalist. This, they just made it bigger, chucked a fan on top, and made it so that you can't listen to the FM radio, and went version 2. And they upgraded the battery as well, which I guess is a good thing, because you're obviously going to need a very powerful battery to keep this on for the whole of summer. If it wants to come on. You could pretend it's a Dremel if you wanted to. I don't know, look, they're both really silly novelties. They're both just hilarious in every aspect. And honestly, guys, if you want to pick up one, just Google pen phone on eBay or AliExpress or wherever, and you will find one if you want to have one just for the shits and giggles. I don't condone using them in schools where you're doing exams and stuff and you might want to cheat, because you can put little notes and stuff on here. I don't condone that, but you know, feel free. Don't say a YouTuber told you so. Yeah, look, it was fun to have a look at this. It's always fun having a look at weird, obscure tech, and I don't know why they made a second one to chuck a fan on top and a bigger battery and make it thicker. Why? So I could make a video on it, I guess. I don't know. Servo makes a whole bunch of other weirdo products, so if you want me to have a look at anything else that these guys make, let me know down in the comments below. But otherwise, it was a fun little novelty. And I've got extra pen tips now to put in that one that I never use anyways. So, you know, all in all, it's good. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. It has actually been a really fun one to have a look at, and I wasn't expecting to get it so soon. So, yeah, this is the Servo K08 pen phone, or the pen phone V2. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this video for what it was. Thank you very much for watching all of this. I really, really do appreciate it. Anyways, leave any questions, queries, comments, or anything like that down in the description below, or any ideas or anything. for the next video, but otherwise I've got some other things planned, so stay tuned. But thank you again for watching. I really do appreciate it. Be good people, take care, and I'll see you all in the next one, which of course is tech now. We only do tech.
What have you got, Phelps? Anything?
Not sure this means much.
If you like this content, feel free to leave a like or a dislike if you didn't. Thanks heaps for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.